We spend our entire lives trying to find the right words. We scream, we argue, we plead, thinking that if we just say enough, we'll finally be understood. But the deepest connections aren't built on what is said. They are forged in the moments when the world goes quiet, and two souls simply recognize each other. There is a weight to silence that noise can never carry. It's the comfort of being alone together. It's the language of the spirit, spoken without a single breath. In a library of 1,000 stories, yours was the only one that didn't need a narrator. We sat in the stillness, and for the first time, my heart was at peace. But love, in its truest form, is often tested by the very thing that defines it. The strength to let go when the shadows begin to grow long. The departure never feels real until the door clicks shut. The cobblestones feel colder, and the air turns thin. This is where the bond begins to stretch. We think distance is an enemy. We fear that time will wash away the ink of our memories. We trace names in the frost, hoping they won't melt away by morning. The train moves, the city blurs, and suddenly you are a ghost in a crowd of thousands. You are physically moving forward, but your spirit is anchored in the past. This is the silent season. It is the winter of the heart. You learn to live with the ache of the unsaid, watching the leaves fall and the world change colors without them. You sit in cafes where the laughter of strangers feels like a foreign language. You realize that you aren't lonely for people. You are lonely for a specific kind of silence. The Stoics say we must love our fate, Amor Fati. If the universe demands a separation, then the separation is exactly what we need to grow into who we are meant to be. Years pass. The hair turns gray at the temples and the ink in the journal runs dry. You learn that waiting isn't passive. It is an active form of devotion. The waves crash against the cliffs of your resolve. You look in the mirror and see a stranger, yet the flame deep inside remains exactly the same temperature. You become a lighthouse. You stop searching for ships and you simply shine. You trust that if a bond is real, it acts as a compass in the darkest storm. One day, the seasons stop fighting. The air smells familiar again. The gravel beneath your boots feels like the rhythm of a song you haven't heard in a decade. You return to the place where the silence first began. You don't know if they will be there. You only know that you had to come back to see if the bridge still held. And there, in the soft light of a fading sun, the world stops moving. Every word you ever wanted to say disappears, because they aren't necessary anymore. A single look erases 1,000 nights of longing. A hand on a shoulder says more than a lifetime of letters. The silence wasn't a void, it was a sanctuary. You sit together, watching the shadows stretch across the grass. You didn't lose time. You gained the perspective that only time can provide. True love doesn't need to be explained, defended, or shouted from the rooftops. It just needs to be. In the end, the most beautiful bond is the one that stays silent. What did you learn in this story? Subscribe for more.